Shalom Yisrael. When the staff is by giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem El Shai, double honors to the apostle GMS, and honors to you brothers that are doing the work in truth, war, sincerity. I just wanted to throw my 2 pence in on this whole Kendrick Lamar thing. My basic, would you call it? Basically, what it comes down to me is this term here, artistic control. If you've ever studied the music industry, know anything about the music industry, etc., 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 you know that basically there's no way that Jimmy Iovine would have paid his good ass money, so-called Jew Jimmy Iovine would have paid his good ass money to basically promote the fact that Kendrick is an Israelite, unless there was an ulterior motive, right? And that's basically what I come to, because you gotta understand is it's you have what when you look at all of the artists now trying to say some influential stuff, they just get basically shut down, man. Basically the record label blackball them, will stop giving them the tracks, would stop promoting their tracks. So it's all good being able to make the music, but then again, how does the common Jake that used to live in the ghetto 2 years ago pay for a £2 million music video? The record label will pay for that, and then they'd recoup. Basically, it's an investment on the record label's part where they'll put in the money, and then basically they basically get their money back from the sales, right? So you got to ask yourself is why would Jimmy Iovine, why would Interscope push this? So he basically comes out the other day and says, "Yo, I'm an Israelite," and then what was it yesterday, or rather unfolding news still. You got this guy basically going around shooting people on Facebook Live, and from my understanding, he's going around saying he's a Hebrew Israelite, this, that, and the other. I don't really know too much about that whole instance, but basically, this is all about, Esau witchcraft, man. Esau's the devil. You can't trust anything he does, right? So this is and the case example of that is what do you call this guy? 2 Chainz. Well, you look at this guy's history, and his education. He's a smart ass nigga, man. Yet when you listen to his music, you don't get any of that knowledge. You're not able to tell that he's a smart guy. Why? Because the artistic control says he has to make some mind-numbing music, man. Same with people like, let's say Ed Sheeran, his first couple albums, they were just depressing as fuck, slit your wrist music. But why? Because the record label says, look, this is what sells and this is what we want you to do. But then you listen to some of his, his live studio stuff. So as in like, you have the live lounge, right? He's got one track on live lounge, like a good 9-10 minutes long, and it's completely different to all of the stuff he does in the studio that's sold, because the stuff that's sold is the stuff that the record label says, yeah, you can sell. Right, so this is 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And for me personally, this whole Kendrick thing, this is one of Esau's devices to basically push the Israelite thing into the forefront, and not just be able to demonize it. Well, just be able to make people desensitized to it almost. The example being, would you call it? Example being, the Illuminati. Now everybody knows about the Illuminati. Jay-Z would go around throwing, the diamond up, and everyone goes, yeah, that's Illuminati, and nobody really gave a shit. If you really wanted to be technical, people was like, yeah, it's Illuminati, yeah, whatever. But you can't do anything against the truth, but for the truth. Thus saith the scriptures, right? This is Micah 2. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Alright, this is one of Esau's, wickedness that he's devising. We just gotta wait to see how it all pans out, how it all plays out. Like I said, you just have this guy going around killing people, and the word on the street is he's a black Hebrew Israelite, right? Like I said, I still need to confirm that, but as far as I know, from the information I've been given, that's basically what's going on. Right, so Esau's a slick ass devil. You can't trust this devil, man. I might as well get that while we're here. Right, so Sirach 12 and 10 says, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right, so scripture's talking about ye of your father the devil. Now when that was spoken, that was in reference to Israelites, right? And Kendrick is one of those Israelites. Right, he's of his father the devil. Because at the end of the day, his father more or less is Jimmy Iovine, man. Because he can't do anything unless Jimmy Iovine sanctions that shit. You know, if Jimmy Iovine wanted it to tomorrow, he'd be broke. He'd be a broke nigga, man. You know, stop selling his shit. You know, say, oh, you owe the record label this much money. You know, or even, you know, the elites will just put out some dirt on him, just say, yo, you know, you've been doing this, that, and the other to, you know, some little kids or something, man. And then that's his career done, that's him finished. Right, so, what's this guy? Kendrick is an enemy. If he ain't in this truth, if anyone ain't in this truth, they're an enemy. But more so when you look at this whole music thing, really and truly, that was Jimmy's song, man. Regardless of whether Kendrick wrote the lyrics or not. Right, it's as though he humble himself and grow crouching. Ye take good heed and beware of him. Right, and that's the thing. Beware of what's going on. We're looking at this and going, okay, so what's gonna happen there? You know, what are we gonna get from this? Yeah, so like I said, I just wanted to throw my 2 pence in because I don't trust this. This for me stinks to high heaven. You know, but yeah, so down with section 1.